Can't get any easier. You got an earring, girl.
Is it a girl or a boy?
I don't know.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. He's a boy.
Almost got like some tiger striping in it.
Oh, I can't tell.
You hold and let Daddy do it. Don't back up in that wire though.
Look up.
Got it?
Yep.
Switching.
Pepper.
So he is getting banded and tagged. Pretty boy. And his mama is down there, Blondie. She's one of my milk cows, so he'll have plenty to eat. He'll turn out to be a big boy.
Oh.
Got it, Ben?
Got it. Done. Job complete.
Seems like this is a lot less stressful when they're just newborns. What do you think?
It's definitely less stressful on us.
Yeah.
Ain't got to try to reach in there back behind them. Worry about getting kicked.
When they're big and have to get all the cows up and work them and stress them out.
I like that color. It's almost got like a brindle color to it. I'm gonna show you one of my favorites. So I guess I've got two favorites. 21.
21, our little South Pole. Oh, it's getting away from her. We probably need to push it back to her.
And then 141's out there laying down.
Looking this way, behind the black white face.
Black white face is looking at it.
Oh, it's red?
Yeah, that's the other South Pole.
I like these. They're pretty. They're actually not supposed to be over here. We put them over there today, but Blondie probably stayed hid off ourselves. Didn't know she stayed because she was calving earlier. Yeah, she does. Look at that bag. Got her back in. She'll go find that baby. They found each other. Her baby's standing right beside her. All right, y'all, we honestly feel so legit now, like we are a legit business. We actually got business cards. So if we see somebody in town or wherever or wherever we are, we're gonna be going to farmers markets and want to tell them about our farm, we can give them a business card. That's just so handy for them to remember it when they get home. Hey, who was that I bought the meat from, or the plants or the veggies or whatever it was? Who was that? What was their YouTube channel name? So we feel so awesome. I wanted to share with y'all real quick before I forget it. We got them at gotprint.com. I'm gonna put that down below, but they gave us a code for you guys. It's just VWFAMILYFARM. So you can use that for 10% off, and it's up to like $100 off. So if you place a really big order, you can get up to $100 off. So that's a pretty good deal. They did a really good job, super pleased, did exactly what we were wanting. So check them out. So today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things that are really time sensitive right now. We are in spring calving season, hot and heavy here in the South, and pretty much all over. A lot of people are having spring calves. If you're way north of us, you may be a little bit behind as far as it's not as much spring where you are probably, but it's probably coming up pretty quick. So we got some footage earlier today, Lane did, of setting up fences and moving cows around and stuff. They were basically at the end of our field. So they basically travel down this west edge of our property, of our farm. There's paddocks, and then they turn a corner and they come up back, and they have back up towards our corral. But if you see that area right over there, there is a big section of woods over there. Several acres of woods until it turns back in right up that way to just pasture again. So in the past, we've just basically let them have the woods as part of their paddock. When they turn that corner, they can get in the woods. It's protection for them from bad weather, as well as shade and different things. So when we started raising cattle, we've just learned by doing, and the woods seemed like a good thing to us. Well, as time has gone on, we have found out there is some major drawbacks to letting your cows be in a section of woods like that. We've had multiple instances of hurt feet. From the woods have like a lot of stabs and different things just by nature. They're grown up, things like that. So we've had several issues with letting the cows go into the woods, mainly feet issues. And then we've lost a bull basically to the woods because there's briars and different things in there. And just to be as G-rated as possible, the bull's area that makes them a bull and makes them profitable is down there low to the ground. And when those briars are hanging on everything, we've lost a bull to that. So that's a very costly thing. So I just want to mention that if you are rotating your cows, maybe you're new to cattle, maybe you're not. We weren't really. We'd had a small herd of cattle for a long time. Be careful of the woods. I'm not saying don't let your cows in them, but just be aware. So that's a couple reasons we're careful, and we're actually not letting them in the woods this go around. But the number one reason we're not letting them in the woods is because it's calving season, and they will actually go in there and have their calves and get separated from the herd, and sometimes left behind if they're having a calf or they've got a very newborn calf when it's time to move again, and you're unaware of it unless you count your cows every day. And in a huge herd, you probably don't. So you can see when Lane moved them around the corner this morning, Blondie actually was in the middle of calving, and she got left in the old paddock unbeknownst to him because she was kind of tucked away down in a little corner. He couldn't see her, and that can easily happen in the woods. Not to mention in those woods right over there, we've had some, when we had crazier cows, get up in there and have a calf, and you just are not going to get a look at the calf. You're not going to know what it is, bull, heifer, or anything like that, much less catch it. And now we are tagging our calves when they are newborns. We catch them hopefully when they're just a few hours old and tag them. If they're a bull, we band them because we are raising beef. It's less stressful on them and us. It spreads the work out. over a long time, as opposed to getting them up and working them later when they're older and it's more stressful for them. Not to mention, we can tag them and know who they are, who they belong to, right from the get-go. That way, if there's problems, we know it. So calving in the woods is just not a good idea for us. So we are bypassing the woods and we are moving on past them. The other danger I wanted to mention that has cost us in the past during calving season is ponds. You can see our pond right behind me. It's pretty good size. It's not enormous, but it's a decent sized pond. And last year we actually had a bit of a tragedy during calving season. So we actually had a mama cow that they could get to this pond to drink. We were letting them drink out of it. And she actually came up here on the levee, which is actually not very tall at all. Let me see if I can show you. So I don't know if you can tell that. It slopes down a little bit, but it's not like a steep drop off or anything like that. So in the first few hours after a calf is born, they start trying to get their feet under them, and they're very unsteady. That's just part of it. It's super cute to watch. Their legs are wobbly. They're just trying to learn to walk. They get up pretty quick, but it's not really graceful at first. Like, they stumble around, they'll fall down a few times until they finally get it right, and then they'll stand there and wobble around till they finally take a few steps and get to mom, and then they're pretty good to go after a short amount of time. But if one is born on a pond levee or just a bank and they stumble off into the pond, it's gonna be muddy, and they're not more than likely going to be able to help themselves get out. And it's just a tragedy. The one last year drowned. We were pretty sure of it because the mama cow was frantic, running around the pond, bawling. We could tell from signs on her she had calved. And sure enough, you might think that a calf would float up immediately, but just for your informational purposes in the future, if this happens to you, they won't. It'll take about a week, and then they will come to the surface and you'll be able to get the calf out and disposed of, but they're not going to float as soon as they pass away. That's just, we've learned that from experience, and I had been told that as well, and that is what was true for us as well. So I say all that to say, if a pond is your only source of water, just be careful, just be aware of it is the first step. And then you can always make it to where they can't get off in the pond, like they can just get to a corner to drink out of or something like that. I don't know your situation, but I would just say be very aware of it and very careful, because it's another hidden danger during calving season. So I hope something I've said today has helped you guys, and maybe will avoid a bad situation on your farm. We've learned from all these things and hopefully are better cattle farmers for it. I hope y'all have an awesome day, and I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to check out gotprint.com if you're in the market for some business cards, and grow your business. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and God bless.